Good evening, everyone. This is TC with $1stockpicks.com. Today I'm going to go over the watch list for end-of-day plays that we put out every day at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll cover the list that we had the day before, talk about the 3% goal, the high of the day, and the potential gains based off of the high of the day. Then we'll roll into our picks for the next day, which were given today at 3:30 p.m. All right, going into the first recap pick, Flks. Zoom in here. All righty, daily chart suggests a short-term move up to 43 or 46 cents based on the retracement lines that I like to draw. Basically, I pulled them from the high, recent high, to the low, recent low, and then those percentages are broken up on the overall move. So at the 23.6% move, percent retracement line is right there. So based off this candlestick going through the 20-day moving average and moving up, it would make sense to analyze that the next move could be up towards the 46 cent. Today we didn't have the volume that we needed to do that or the price action, and we found some resistance there at the 20-day moving average. All things to consider when we're trading stocks, of course. 5-day moving or 5-minute chart shows you the action. Of course, we had a high of 45 cents going into the after hours. Of course, at the morning it dipped to 41 cents, going up and finding some resistance at the 43 cent mark. Okay, and then kind of bounced back and forth, trading sideways for the rest of the day. All right, moving on to the next one. Oh, and again, potential gain there was 0 for the day. ARCI. All right. We'll zoom in on the daily chart. Nice candlestick there with an extended wick. Daily chart suggests a short-term move to anywhere from like a recent high, like 60 cents, or even up to 65 cents. I believe I called it 65 cents. Same thing here. Found some resistance here at the 20-day moving average and the 5-day. Didn't get as much volume as we needed to make that move, so we fell short on this one. However, we opened up high enough to get a potential gain of 1.45%, with the high of day being 56. Our goal was 57 cents for the 3%. On the 5-minute chart, you can see the price movement here. Like I said, there wasn't a whole lot of volume there. We dipped at open, went up and hit the high of the 57 at about 11:30, and then it dipped back down. I didn't go below this level. Kind of a double bottom pattern. We'll see if some volume comes into it this week or going into next week. Okay, going on to the next pick, we got DTEA. Okay, going to the daily chart. Daily chart suggests a short-term move up to about 205. Okay, so went up and hit that. Had a high of the day of 215, giving a potential gain of 13.76%. Awesome gains on the day. However, it did find some resistance here at the 205 or even the $2 mark. Came down and rested on the 20-day moving average. Let's look at the 5-minute chart to see what kind of action we got here. Okay. Looks like after hours we got an action up to 205, 206, and then we kind of fell short. Found some support at 191. We called this about 189, so we still had a good position there, filling confident in our position. I went up and hit a high of 215 at about 10:30, 10:25, and then it kind of tapered off there. Also, while I had this up, we did call it today at the $2 mark. We thought that would be a good entry there. Went up to the 205 after hours, and then I believe earnings hit, and that's why we had a little bit of a dump off here. It is now finding some support around the 165, 164 level. So this one, since we called it today, daily chart would have suggested a short-term move up to back up to the 205 mark. The 5% would have been 206, so it would have been the 210, 209 area where recent resistance was. However, because of earnings, it did fall off there after hours. All right, moving into the next one that we called today, CCCL. All right, this one we called at the 110 mark, okay, and the 3% goal is 113. I believe after hours it closed at about 120. Had a nice wick up to the 123. So daily chart suggests a short-term move up to 123. That's the next retracement level, and it just makes sense because it's holding this retracement level here. So if we go to the 5-minute chart, we can see had a nice day, cup and handle pattern here, and like I said, it went up, hit about 120. Now it's at like 118, I believe, and it's closed there for the evening. So we're looking at a 123. However, our goal, our 3% goal, was right there at 113. All right, moving on to the next one. Okay. PTX. Okay, this is one that's been on our list before and has seen some great gains. It's bottomed out here at 27 cents, and it has 3 green candles in a row. Now finding support at the 5-day moving average. We called this at 41 cents. 3% goal was 42 cents. And it closed at 43 cents. We had a nice little candlestick up to the 20-day moving average, which is at about 43, 47, 43, 47. Daily chart suggests a short-term move up to 49 cents. If we go to the 5-minute chart, we can get a better idea of the price action right here, and you can see after hours it's even at 46. So we have a really good position there going into after hours, so closing well above our 3% goal. So congratulations on you if you took that trade. Moving into the next one, CGIX. It's another low dollar stock, more in the penny range. All right, this one also found support there at the 5-day moving average on the daily chart. Second green candlestick for this session for this week. Found some bottomed out here at the 19-20 cent mark. Had a nice day here with a lot of volume, taking it up through a couple retracement levels. So with a nice wick like that, we say daily chart suggests a short-term move up to about 43 cents for tomorrow, based on volume and market conditions. So keep that in mind. Like I said, again, it's above the 20-day moving average. It's making higher highs off the bottom, so it's low risk. So congratulations if you got in on this one. We'll see how it does tomorrow. 5-minute chart shows that we had some closing sales there at about the 37 cent mark, so that's above our 3% goal. So like I say, congratulations, and if you want an idea of how it trades at open, not always, but sometimes some of these stocks take off, and within the first hour you can have some nice profit in your account. So sweet. So I have a bonus here for you, TIK. This one has seen some really high spikes here recently. It's something that I've charted out and kept an eye on over the past couple months, for about the past 5 months. This one today was called in the day trading room that we have for after hours. Something you can take advantage of for members only. So this was called right about here at about the 350 mark, and it went up and hit the 100% retracement line. That's a recent high, and it came back down to this 350 level, and it's really taken off and hit a high of about 415 in the after hours session. So it'll be really interesting to see how this does tomorrow, but I just want to point that out. There are some perks and privileges to the members, so I want to point that out. Of course, after the show, we'll do some Q&A and do some sidebar conversation. So I hope you'll join me after that. After this, this is TC with $1StockPicks.com. Thanks again for joining tonight, and good luck to y'all.